David, defeat here to watch Leuven's first team, but certainly plenty of positives to take. How would you reflect on the game as a whole?
As far as the first game goes and this programme that we've put in place for this season, that's as challenging as you're going to get. You're talking about we've just played against a Belgian top tier first team. We finished 10th last season above teams like Anderlecht. And for 65-70 minutes, I thought we were really competitive. Obviously the game was longer than normal. At the coach of the Leuven team, he contacted me the night before the game asking if we could extend the game time so that they could get more minutes in the pitch for their players. So we helped as best we could for that. But you could see as the game was going in the latter stages that we started to flag just a little bit. But that's normal, it's expected against that level of opposition. But actually for long spells really enjoyable. Brilliant goal that we scored. Could have been, with one or two real good moments beyond that as well, when the score was really close and tight that we could have taken advantage of. Obviously we had moments we had to defend as well, but we expected that. You're against a top level team, so you've got to put context into the situation. And so, yeah, listen, never ever going to say that anybody should be pleased with losing a game of football, of course not, but I've got to say, as far as the game is concerned, the context, the level of possession, the manner in which we tried to play, how we looked out of possession, really tight, compact, and carried their own threat at the right times as well. I've got to say I'm quite pleased.
Yeah, there's a pride in how the boys competed, but I guess a lesson for them how quickly games can turn against this level of opposition.
Well, probably two big lessons for us, that clearly when, as much as I thought we had good spells and we had good moments and we created some nice opportunities for us, I felt that there was technical moments that were unavoidable, needless turnovers when we didn't need to, and it puts under pressure. And the other bit is I think, as much as we talk about trying to pick the moments to go and put pressure, trap opposition in the areas of the pitch that make it interesting for us, I thought we stepped out of moments where we could make a tackle that would stop the game, either by regains or forcing errors or sometimes making a foul. So these are bits against this level of opposition. If you don't get that right at those moments, you have to cover bigger distances and expel more energy, and ultimately, as the game develops and continues to progress, naturally you run out of steam a little bit as that goes. But loads of learning there today, and that'll be as tough a game as we'll face this season.
Yeah, we spoke about before the match about stretching the players and taking them out of their comfort zone, and a game like that certainly does that, doesn't it?
No question. I obviously spoke to the coach after the game of their team, and he was really complimentary with the level that the lads tried to play at, the style that we tried to play in, and obviously the comment that he gave as well was that naturally he could see as the game was developing towards the last stages that he could see starting to run out of steam a little bit. But we're not surprised at that when you're playing against a team. We talk about the speed that a first team moves the ball. You see it, you hear the way the ball gets moved. That was the case with Leuven. We see it when our boys go round and try and train with our first team. You have to try and train at that level frequently so you can be exposed to it and cope with it when you're faced with that scenario. So that was today's game. For 105 minutes, we were faced against a team who slapped the ball, tried to bring it into spaces and escape. If you didn't get the contact right at the right times, then you had to run more, as I said. But that's the level you're against. So listen, as I say, pleased with some individuals. In fact, a lot of individuals, pleased with a lot of what we did, from as a group perspective. But as I spoke to the boys in there, there's a lot of individual learning as well. And what we want from them is they crave that. We'll go and select certain players and units that we'll go and speak with. But what I would hope is that players come off the back of that game and they come to us and say, I want to talk to you about this, I want to see how we can get this bit better for me, so when faced with that level again, I can cope better and make better decisions or make better actions. And actually against a lower level of position than that, then we stand out more.
Yeah, and it's about taking the positives and the learnings from a game like this, and also looking ahead to obviously the next two fixtures against Everton and Burnley and putting that into practice.
Yeah, and two tough games again, and it was an exciting start to the what we consider to be our, if it was called a league, we'd consider that different started today. So this was our first game today. You go to Everton will come to us, and Wednesday and Burnley will do the same on the Saturday. So it's an excellent 3-game programme to start with. And we just want to, if we can hit close to their levels today against Everton, who obviously they'll be bringing a probably more like for like age and stage, then we want to try and make sure that if we hit that level today, we'll give ourselves a chance of performing, and listen, the result will take care of itself if that was the case.